Welcome to the CUM channel. I will explain to you today. We will talk about the different driving conditions in some countries. It is not too long. Let's start the video. Driving in most countries of the world is on the right, and in Britain on the left. Do you know why? About 35% of the world's population drives on the left, including people in Ireland, Japan and some Caribbean islands, but Britain remains the most prominent of these countries. Historical overview. Originally, almost everyone traveled on the left side of the road, but their mode of transportation was very different from today. Think of 4 legs instead of 4 wheels. For medieval swordsmen on horseback, it made sense to stay to the left to bring their right arms closer to their opponents. It was also easier to assemble and disassemble from the left side of the horse, and safer from the side of the road than from the center. From here, you should always open a car door with your left hand. So perhaps the question here is, why did people stop traveling on the left? Things changed in the late 18th century when large carriages drawn by several pairs of horses were used to transport agricultural produce in France and the United States. In the absence of a driver's seat inside the carriage, the driver sat on the left rear horse, with his right arm free to use his whip to keep the horses moving. Since he was sitting on the left, he wanted other wagons to pass on his left, so he kept on the right side of the road. The British government refused to give up left-hand driveways, and in 1773 AD introduced the General Motorway Act, which encouraged left-hand driving. The British and French were seizing power over the world, and as part of their rapid colonization, they insisted that the countries they occupied should go on the same side of the road. This explains why former British colonies such as Australia, New Zealand and India are driven to the left, while former French colonies such as Algeria, Ivory Coast and Senegal are driven to the right. When Henry Ford unveiled his 1908 model, the driver's seat was on the left, meaning cars would have to drive on the right side of the road to allow front and rear passengers to exit the vehicle on the curb. This affected a change in many countries. Canada, Italy, and Spain switched driving mode to right-hand drive in the 1920s, and most of Eastern Europe followed suit in the 1930s. Swedish drivers started driving on the right. But British drivers still insist on driving on the left, and that is unlikely to change. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to get you all new. Peace.